Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Love Line.
Welcome back, baby. It's been what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks too long.
2 weeks too long, and we're back.
I was down for the count.
She was down bad.
I was down bad. Undisclosed disease.
But guess what? She's a member of the antibody gang now.
Antibodies. Let's go.
Take with that what you will. Anyway,
Take your pick.
we're back, baby.
So excited to be back. Missed you guys. Missed you. Love doing this. Even though I see you
I see Trinity every day of my life.
I literally practically live with her.
No, every weekend, Trinity is at my house.
Yes, I am.
She's a sixth member of my house.
Yep.
It's a great time. But,
It is.
I mean, 2 weeks have passed. 2 Porta Fridays have passed.
Wow. And I had to miss one day.
And she had to miss
A Porta Friday. I've never missed a Porta Friday. It was devastating to say the least.
Also, 3 Porta Fridays have passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about 2 previous ones. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, what an interesting 2 Porta Fridays it was.
Yes.
But let me just start by saying me, Trinity, and my housemate, literally my best friend in the entire world, Rosie. I love that girl more than
Love
than anything in this entire world.
Love Rosie.
We had a trio night. Me, Trinity, and Rosie. I don't have words to describe how fun this night was.
Yes.
This night was my favorite one of the entire school year. And I'm not even being dramatic.
No, it was literally the best Porta night I've ever had.
I don't know what stars aligned. Well, I do know what stars aligned. I'll explain
Stars aligned.
I just think none of us really, Trinity towards the end, none of us were looking for boys that night. But Trinity wasn't looking for a boy. He just came for it.
It just happened.
It just happened. But literally, did you hear that? That was my hip cracking.
No.
Anyway, just for the viewers, that was my hip. But anyway. Anyway, the stars just aligned that night. So for everyone that goes to Porta knows, DJ Zaz, usually always there. So it's
very hyped.
It's very crowded. He's very hyped.
Yeah.
He's very good. But that Friday, it was not DJ Saw. It was DJ Frankie Sauce.
DJ Frankie Sauce.
And let me tell you, that man is so underrated. I
agree.
I love that man.
It was lit. It really was. It was.
Yeah, my point about this was when Zaz there, it's very, very crowded.
Very.
So I think everyone, I don't know what it was, why people weren't there. I don't know if it was because DJ Frankie Sauce was there. But I will just say.
Maybe it probably was.
DJ Frankie Sauce is slept on, and I want that man to DJ my graduation party.
He is.
Because I just want him to DJ my graduation
That'd be
party.
everything.
Because he was so good. Throwbacks were on. It was just such a fun night.
It really was. And also the dynamic of the trio, the three of us, we bounce off of each other so well, and we literally go there, we conquer, we know what we're there to do, and we get it
we get it done.
we get it done. It's really everything.
And not only was it a trio night, the three of us, my friends Jimmy and Chris came.
They did.
They're so fun.
They are. Shout out to you guys.
It was the trio plus Jimmy and Chris, and I honestly think they made that night even more fun than it already was.
Absolutely.
I just had I keep saying it, a great time. At one point, I literally had a 30-year-old telling me he wants to come home with me. It
bizarre.
It was a bizarre thing. I'll give you a reading of that later. I'll read you the text messages later. But yeah, just to start out, we were there, and I think the reason we had so much fun is we all went, usually sometimes we're a boy's meeting us there. We invite, boys to come out with us.
Right.
But, when I invited Jimmy and Chris, it was just to invite Jimmy and Chris because we're friends. It wasn't like inviting a boy to, kiss a boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
no, never that.
No, never that.
Never that.
Never that.
No.
So.
No, but you know what I will say, though?
Yeah.
Jimmy was making fun of I had a belt on. It was literally the plainest belt. It was literally just a black belt. It was silver hoops, whatever. And he started making fun of my belt. And I was like, Jimmy. And I was he's making fun of it. I'm why are you wearing a flannel to Porta? And
he's made fun of his khakis. We made fun of his khakis.
And his flannel. And he's I just bought this flannel. And I was don't make fun of my belt. I love this belt. I really. Anyway, shout out to you, Jimmy. You're funny. Anyway.
Yeah. Jimmy and Chris are great. Even a bigger shout out to Chris. I think literally I was alone at one point. He stood with me the whole time. It was just great. And I think that night was just so fun because the boys were there and
it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. And none of us, again, to my point, none of us invited boys there to see boys. You know what I'm saying? We just invited them as friends to have fun.
Just as friends to have fun and hang out.
It was a great time. So
it was.
Then I don't think Rosie and Trinity did end up with a boy. Sounds terrible. They did. I didn't, but it was fine because like that's not my vibe anymore. Like
I don't want it to be mine anymore. I literally
it's just not it's not my cup of tea. Like I've kissed a boy at a bar twice, like separate boys, like like 3 boys, I guess, if I count the other one. If I count Voldemort, then like 3, but he doesn't count because he's annoying. But anyway, like the two like randoms, that sounds terrible, that I've kissed, like I've just not enjoyed it. Like I literally have not enjoyed it.
It's honestly not enjoyable. Like it's not, and there's just like one person I actually do like, so I don't want to like keep jeopardizing that, which I don't think I am, honestly. He still plays games. It's fine.
But I just think because no, like at the same point, like okay, I literally had this discussion, and like you guys like comment on this, like if you want, like please like message us, let us know.
Yeah, email us, DM us, whatever.
All the links on the Loveline Instagram.
Oh yeah.
I just think at this point, like it's fun going out every weekend. I would rather have a boyfriend to go out with than go out like and meet a boy. Like I'm having I'm having so much fun right now. Like I could care less whether or not I have a boyfriend going out, because when I go out, I never have the intent of like I'm finding a boy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Which is honestly a great mindset to have. Like
I love, and I think that's what the trio understands.
We all like
go in having fun and not looking for a boy.
Yeah.
And it's like if a boy's there, it's like it's a plus. Like Jackie, like my friend Jackie Drench, she told me that. Like we go in, like if you find a boy, it's a plus. Like if not, like you have so much fun still.
Exactly.
And it's still a great time. Like, but personally, I would rather just have a girls' night all the time.
Me
than
too.
Kiss a random boy. Like that's just not my vibe.
I have noticed my observations from going to Porto like every Friday that it can be a little draining.
No,
like
I agree.
Especially like just like making out with like randoms and stuff. Like I don't know, it can just get draining because like
can't relate.
I don't even know why it is. Like I'll just wake up the next day and I'll be like, and for what? Like why?
There's just no reason.
Because drunk Trin. This is what I think.
This bitch drunk, let me tell you, a different
I'm
level.
Nuts. Like, I'm literally nuts.
Like I literally, there's no controlling her. Like there's literally none.
And it's like I get mad at drunk Trin because she will do anything that she wants.
Hey,
and it doesn't. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about anyone. She does what she wants. That's that.
Pays fees.
Oh, we'll get to that next week when we get back. We're talking about that because that was literally insane. But no, like. And, like, I understand why I do what I do when I'm drunk because my mindset is I don't want to spend a lot at Porta, right? So I'm going to do a little bit of flirting, buy me a drink, like, because they'll offer, right? And so the drunk Trin is like, let's do this, get a free drink.
Yeah.
But then when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what did I just do?
No, but
it's not even that bad, though. It's not like I will say I never take them home. And I don't even kiss them half the time. I just entertain them enough to get a drink. And I don't, you know what, when it comes to a drink, I'm going to have it. Like,
it sounds like we're talking about dogs. I can't. But anyway.
I mean, who knows? Some of them are. Some of them are.
90% of them are.
Oh, yeah.
98%. I was being nice with the 90.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, I'll get a free drink from, like, time to time. Like, I will.
Yeah.
Like,
and
I don't
the
mind.
shots we got one time.
Yeah, like, I'll get, like,
shout
free
out to
shots. Also, shout out Chris and Jimmy, because back to Porta the first night.
Chris, my
trio night. Yeah. Let me tell you, the reason I also think we had so much fun, we were all gone by 10:30. We were drunk.
Yes.
Like, it was bad. Like,
because Porta opened an hour earlier. They normally open at 10 and they open at 9.
And we pre-gamed.
We
did.
We
got there at 9. Then Chris and Jimmy each bought me a shot after that, and I had a drink.
He got me one too.
I was like 6 shots in by 10:30.
No, we were literally all drunk by 10:30. It was insane.
Like literally black to the nines by 1:30.
Yeah,
and I think that's also why it was so much fun. Like I don't know, like it was, but I never get that bad. I only get that bad when my guy friends are there, because I know, like, God forbid something.
Right.
One of them will punch somebody in the face for me. And
no, absolutely, absolutely. Like, I do feel safer going out with a guy. Like, I'd love to have a boyfriend. You know who you are. You know what's me out. But anyway, like, I would love to have that to go out with them, because you do feel safer.
I just feel.
But
much
I do
better.
think we are safe in numbers, though. Like the trio.
The
trio.
These two bitches were kissing boys. I'm dragging them by their. I'm like, the Uber's here. Let's go. Like,
she drags me out of Porta.
If I don't,
and I'm like, bye.
I tell her, this is what I do, and you don't know this. You don't know this.
Tell who?
You. I didn't tell you this.
Well, apparently I forgot.
When we have to leave, this is my first time telling you this. When we have to leave, I say the Uber's here when it's 3 minutes away because by the time
I go,
it takes her 5 minutes to say goodbye to whoever
That's
she's
absolutely
kissing,
right. That's really smart, honestly. And I'll have no idea. I'm so gone. I don't know.
By the time I say the Uber's here,
yeah,
like you, Rosie, whoever I'm with is like saying goodbye to someone. I'm like, nope, like gotta go. And
yeah.
by the time I'm done saying like gotta go, like,
right.
Yeah. But even that night, on the way out, I think this was the same night. On the way out. No, I don't know. I think this was the week after. Yeah, I'll get into that. On the way, when did I get asked on the date? Was that the week after?
That might have been Trio Night 2.0, the next night. The next Trio Night. Was that when?
No.
Or no, it might have been, no, it actually, I think it was.
This is why this night
it gets confusing.
It gets confusing. I'm just jumbling the Porta days. I think this
I know.
But okay, back to the 30-year-olds because this was the first night. We're rationalizing
hilarious.
that he's 30. So
it's fine. Happens to the best of us.
I see him out every week, and let me one good look, like so good looking, like literally like so good looking. He bought me drinks like all night. Like it was like a great
iconic.
Time. Like when he saw me, give you like the biggest hug. But mind you, he's just much older. I know him through someone, and that's why like we're like friendly, like you know what I mean, like
yeah.
So he texted me like, "What are you doing?" I'm now a reading from blank. A reading from blank.
Yeah.
It's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm home." Like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Wish I could be in bed with you. Where is my invite?" I go,
I'm terrified.
Oh, no. Like,
yeah.
Because, and everyone thinks it's so funny that it happened to me because
right.
I'm the most innocent one out of everybody in this friend group.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
The fact that a 30-year-old man was literally like, oh, like, where was my invite in your bed? Everyone was like, Ariana, of course, like the hot 30-year-old, he would say that to you and not any of us. Because
but I will say we all have our moments.
We all do have our moments.
With our 30-year-olds.
With our 30-year-olds.
We'll get into that next week. But no, literally.
Oh, wait.
No, Ariana, I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it.
We'll get into that next week.
Next week is going to be a good episode, too.
But, yeah, so 30-year-olds wanted to come back to my house, and I was so scared because, again, out of everybody, not that I'm well-behaved, but actually, out of everybody, I would like to think I'm the most well-behaved. Not that it matters.
I think so.
I'm the most innocent one, and it shocks everybody. And I'm just like, no, like, I really am. Like, I don't like doing stuff like that. Like, I just don't like doing stuff like that. But anyway, so that was that. And then as we're walking on the way out, this is why Trio Night was also a match. I, like, literally, we stayed till the end because, again, DJ Frankie saw us.
He was so good.
The best ever. I will be contacting you to DJ my graduation party.
Right.
Literally the best ever.
Right.
May I say better than Za? I think I might have to give it to him.
Maybe.
But it was also Trio Night, so I don't know.
I know. It was literally just the best night all around. Like, just completely, like, immaculate vibes the whole night.
Yeah, I saw Voldemort.
Didn't we stay till, like...
We stood till the end, yeah.
Voldemort that night. I just remembered. No, so tell about Voldemort that night.
So we literally saw him for like 2 seconds. Like we said hi, he danced with us for like 2 seconds.
I literally got a video with Voldemort and you. I don't know what happened because I am that one person. I don't know why I do this. Every time I go out, I take a million videos. Like I am a memory hoarder.
That video was so funny because
it was perfect timing.
We didn't know that he was there. And then we're singing, and I just turned the phone and
literally,
there.
I'm like this. Like, I'm singing with Ariana, and I literally.
And then you see.
I just turn around, and there he is. He was so into it.
We're like, hi, and then we just started.
And he was so into it. He was dancing.
Hello, we were just like. But honestly, we're cool now. Me and him, we're friends.
Yeah,
like, we're chilling.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about him.
I think we're chilling. I think we're friends. That's the end of it. I don't know. No ill will. He's cool. But anyway.
Good. No, I do like him. He has his moments, but you know, he's cool.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to bring up Trio Night 2.0.
Wait, I have to
tell night.
Wait, I have to tell about the outside when I was leaving. So when I was leaving Porta that night, was
that the night with the singer?
Justin Bieber singer.
My
what? Was
God.
that the same night? That was not the same night.
No, that was Trio Night 2.0.
Okay, now we're gonna get into Trio Night 2.0. I'm sorry, like if we're literally giving you an aneurysm of how all over the place we are, but it's just one of those days,
and we have a lot to tell you guys. So,
but like, listen, anyone Porta experiences, if you want us to shut the fuck up about ours, literally send us your Porta experience because I will gladly.
Or any bar for that matter, any club, we would love to.
I'd love to hear it. But anyway, Porta Night 2, Trin, you started off again.
Okay, here we go. So, trio night 2.0, literally.
What day was this? I don't remember.
This was a Friday. It wasn't a Saturday because we just did Port on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I think this might have been last week. No, the weekend before last.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Continue.
And so,
Yeah.
I actually, who was there? What did I call him? The firefighter and his friends came. The Disney adult was not present.
The Disney adult was not present.
Kind of sad to
But can
announce.
I just say the firefighter literally goes to me, oh, like, your Disney adult's not here. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm mortified.
Yeah,
that's his friends.
I
like,
told
oh my
him
God.
about this podcast and how we call him the Disney adult, and he was like, he's not a Disney adult. I was like, kind of is, but whatever.
Kind of is.
Anyway, Rosie ended up meeting one of the firefighter's friends. They really hit it off, which was really cool to see.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was. I honestly could see them dating.
No, it was really cool. Like, and I would just like to say the firefighters' friends, such good guys. Like, genuinely,
very nice
like,
people.
At one point, like, everyone like disappeared and like went to the bathroom. The firefighter stood with me and like danced with me while like everyone was in the bathroom to make sure I was good.
Yeah.
And he did the same thing for Rosie. Like, it was genuinely like, it's just really nice. His one friend though, the TikTok,
there's one that is a little iffy.
The TikTok stripper.
Yeah, we literally
call him the TikTok stripper.
Yeah, we literally looked this kid up because he used to talk to Ariana's friend. So
Yeah.
we literally we looked him up and he strips on TikTok.
Yes.
So
the TikTok stripper guys. So
it's like Magic Mike.
but
It's
he-
like okay.
yeah, but he just looked miserable the whole night because he didn't have a girl. So I literally go to him on the way out. I'm like, you know that like this whole night you look like someone killed your dog, right? And he's like, my dog's very much alive. I'm like, well, it looks like someone slaughtered it.
Right.
Like, I literally said it. Like
I
can't. Literally insane. Like it literally looked like someone killed his dog. Like he was so miserable. But that night,
This night was so good too.
Oh my God, wait. But this night, so Trinity, the firefighter.
Yes.
Trinity was talking to like one of her other guy friends, and then
yes.
But then he asked me, he's like, oh, like who is that? But he was like being loud about it.
Yeah.
So
he
at
was
this
like
point-
very much jealous vibes for no reason.
At this point, I saw Voldemort, and he's like, wait
Yeah.
right here, I'll be right back. So as he left, right, he leaves. I don't know if he saw this. I don't know what. He goes, stay here, I'll be right back. As I'm whispering to Trinity's firefighter, like I put my arms like around him just to, like whisper, 'cause he was talking loud just to be like, shh, like, you know, like.
Yeah.
And as my arms are around his neck and I'm talking in his ear, like, I don't even know if Voldemort looked at me. He just walked right past me and didn't talk to me.
That
the
is
rest of the
so
night.
bad.
So
Where was I? Oh, I was talking to my friend.
No,
yeah.
so I don't know if he even saw it and it was just in my head.
I don't know.
But I was like, damn it, like, come on.
All I know
like,
is I remember being by the DJ that night. And
Yeah.
I'm like this. I'm like dancing because you're literally facing this exact way. Like
Yeah.
everyone on YouTube can see. Like you were literally facing this way. And I literally was just looking and I could see Voldemort like literally just staring. Like full on staring. And I even looked at him and he did not even look away or change his gaze at all. Like he was just.
But he looks at me and then he doesn't come up to me. So I don't
Maybe he's a little
understand.
nervous. Maybe he doesn't know what he
Yeah.
wants. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, that's just like, we're cool now. We're friends. So whatever.
And so at the end, no.
What? What did I do? What?
No, when we went outside.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, oh my God, I also have
This
a
is the funniest thing I've ever seen. You know what? Maybe we will post some of these videos onto the Instagram
We'll blur
because I
faces,
do
we'll
think it is funny. It is worth like showing everyone so they can
Yeah.
finally get a visual of what we're seeing and the craziness that
Wait,
it entails.
But you have to tell them about who you met outside while I
Yes.
pull up my messages. About
So
who I
while
met
she's
outside.
doing that, we're outside. I'm talking to the firefighter, talking to Ariana, talking to all my friends, whatever. And there is this singer that we meet. And so drunk Trin is just, she is nuts. She's talking to him. She's like, you know, like, I heard you're a singer, like, you have to sing something. So I'm telling him, I'm like, you gotta
Yeah.
sing, like, why don't you sing for us? And I'm asking his friends, I'm like, what does he sing? Like, what is he saying? Whatever. And then they start talking about how he's like Justin Bieber. Like, his friends start making fun of him, saying that he's like, oh, he's like Justin Bieber, he like sings whatever. And so I
Yeah.
was like, oh my gosh, like, okay. And so I take my phone out and I start videoing, and me and him both sing a duet. We both sing Shawn Mendes together. It was really
I have
a nice
video
night.
of it. It was hysterical.
No, me too. And you know what is so funny about it too? He literally ended up DMing me the next day. He's like, when are we gonna duet?
Yeah. I
was never.
As this is happening, his friend literally, we'll call him Italian number 2 from Porta, because there were many Italians that night. We'll call him
Yes.
Italian number 2. As Trinity's duetting, this kid's talking.
As I'm duetting.
As she's duetting.
As I'm in the middle of my performance.
As
Don't
she's-
get me wrong.
As she's going off, like his friend is just talking to me, and he's like, oh, like, he's like, oh, like, he comes up to me, he's like, oh my God, like, he's like, what's your name? I'm like, oh, like, my name's Ariana. He's like, you're so beautiful.
I thought he was
like,
kind of like good. Like he was kind of cute.
He's like, okay, let me get me why I had the ick. Hold on. So
Okay.
Like, okay. So he's like, oh, like, you're so beautiful. Like, what's your name? So I tell him my name, and he's like, oh, like, can I have your phone number? And again, last week, if you remember, I said I'd rather poke my eyeball out with a hot pin than have someone over the age of 21 ask me for my Snapchat. He asked for my phone number, so I didn't care if he was like good looking or not, and he wasn't bad looking. So I gave him my phone number, right? And then we're just talking as she's duetting, and then he goes to me.
I'm still singing. I'm still singing at this point.
He goes to me like, oh, like, he's like, no, like, you really are so beautiful. Like, I'd love to take you out. Like, what are you doing tomorrow? And at this point, like,
Right.
I had a christening, and then I had like family dinner on Sunday, so I couldn't. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like, he's like, oh, like, so maybe next week. I was like, yeah. He's like, I hope you don't ghost me like the rest of them. So that was like my first red flag. I'm like,
I don't like. Okay, I
yeah,
will
like,
say
I don't like that.
that
Like,
brings
I
us
don't
into
know.
a good point. I do think it is really important for guys, especially. I know guys always think this about girls, and I think
Yeah.
it really needs to go the other way. Like I feel like for guys to at least even come off confident, even if you're not.
No, like, don't say that to me. Like, then I'm
right.
Like, you know
Then it's kind of like, oh,
like,
so
it's like, okay, like,
yeah.
But yeah, and then right before we left, it's like, I do not like kissing random people. I like knowing the people
yeah,
for 1+ year. But anyway, or till kindergarten. Anyway,
1+ year, if that.
and then the other one I knew from kindergarten. But anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, on the way out, like, we're leaving. I'm like, oh, like, the Uber's here. We have to go again, pulling Rosie and Trinity and Mia by their hair.
Literally, speaking of the singer, he literally just DM'd me again. That is hilarious.
But yeah, so we're leaving, and then he's like, oh, like, he's like, no, you really, he's like, I'd call you hot, but like, that's just like not a nice word. Like, you're just pretty, like, you're so beautiful. I was like, oh, like,
Oh my
thank you. Like, being so nice.
gosh.
Fully Italian. He had the chain, he had the saints, like, everything,
Yes.
like, you knew.
That's yeah.
And then I think I have a video of, like, in the background with the singer, but anyway.
Yeah.
He's like,
No, he was nice.
yeah, he was like, oh, like, and then he asked permission. I still told him no. He's like, oh, like, he's like, oh, can I give you like a little kiss goodnight? And I go, no, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know you that well, so no. And he was like, he's like, oh my God, like, I respect that so much. Like, I really hope you let me take you out next week. And now,
Which I think she should go.
I feel like a douchebag because he texted me this happened the weekend of November 12th.
Yeah.
He texted me the next morning because he told me he was going to text me. He texted me the next morning at literally 10 a.m. And he goes, hey, it's blank from last night, texting you as promised. And then I didn't answer for 3 minutes because, again, I was sleeping.
Right.
And he was like, sorry for being a bit of a creep before you left. I seriously think you're really pretty, though, and would love to take you out sometime. And this is my toxic trait because I never answered.
See, but I think you need to because I think that for one, it's content for the show. For two, I think the trio can go undercover and come on this date with you. Me and
this
Rosie
was
are literally
weeks
going to go
ago.
incognito.
But this was like weeks ago. I can't just text him back now.
I mean,
And he kinda just-
maybe he would respect you in the point of you know what you want and you know you
But
take your time
My
to.
thing is, like, I just really am vibing by myself unless, like,
No, you're right.
the
You're right.
right
And
person
that's,
comes
I
along.
completely respect
And
that.
I just
Then
don't want to take somebody, like
Yeah.
this is my thing, and, like, let me know if you guys agree or not. I do not want to lead somebody on, like
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, like, it's just a kiss, like, it's just a date, like, it's just this, like, to
Yeah.
me, like, I just related back to myself. I'm a very, like, touchy-feely, like not like an
Yeah.
attached person, but, like, I just wouldn't do that to somebody if I knew that they wanted something.
Exactly.
And, like, I know, like, he probably wants something out of this, so I'm not gonna go on a date and then, like, lead him on, and then, like, the next day be like, no, like, sorry, I don't like you like that. Like, I don't want to waste someone's
Right.
time.
No, I
'Cause
get that.
He seems very genuine, so I'm like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, and I don't want to go
Yeah.
somewhere.
And who knows? Maybe you'll see him again.
Yeah, like, you never, like,
And
and then I'll want something different, like, the next time I see him. But, like, for now, I'm just, like, I just
Yeah.
don't. I just have. Like, I have, like, the respect for people I feel like that I would want them to have for me.
Exactly.
Some don't, you know who you are. Anyway.
I love the subtle shade that we've been throwing at these specific people.
Anyway.
I think it's literally hilarious.
This whole episode.
I can't.
Literally, if you're listening to the Love Line, take a shot every single time we've thrown shade at somebody this
Oh,
episode.
please.
Subtle shade, but
Please.
I just don't like leading people on like that. Like, if I know I don't want something, like, I'm not going to do anything
Yeah.
to make you believe that I do want something. And I'm not going to waste someone's, like, literal time, effort, like, money if he's going to take me on a date. Like, I'm not going to do that, especially if
I
I know,
respect
like,
it. I think that's what we need to start doing because we all get led on and it sucks. And
I'm a very straight up person, and I think that's why I also kind of scare boys. And it's like, whatever. I would just rather like the blatant honesty than 3 months of like a talking stage or a date.
Yeah, and that's my question.
But it's not like I'm not just like, oh, like, I want you to take me on a date. Like, not like that at all. It's just like blatant, like not blatant honest, but it's just like, oh, like, okay, like we're snapping, we're this, we're that, like whatever. Okay, I'm like, if you're talking to me for more than 2 weeks and you do not ask me to hang out, like I'm done. Like I'm just not doing it. Like I'm literally not doing it. Like we're not 5. Like I'm not communicating with you over a Snapchat. Like I've done it before. I'm not doing it again. Like I'm just not. Like
And see, that's my question for the listeners. Like why? I mean, honestly, I've done it too. Like we've all kind of let someone on.
We've all done it.
It's just like for me, I do it because I feel bad and I don't know how to end it without like hurting their feelings. That's on me. Like I should be honest, but I do just want to know like, from a guy's perspective or a girl's, like why we think that our generation does this. Why are we not straight up? Why are we scared of dating? Why are we so scared? And why are we horrible at dating as well?
And what I want to know is why is there such like a positive like light on hookup culture? I don't know. Hate it.
I think we should touch on that more next week too. I think we should talk about that.
Hookup culture, that's literally what we're going to start talking about next week.
Yeah.
I just don't like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't know why you would want to rather be in a relationship than just be, like, literally, like, upset. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like hookup culture, like, I'll get into it more next week. I just feel like it ruins, like, everything for everyone.
Oh, it does. It does.
It's so hard to find people that are not like that. And I think that's also one of the main reasons that I don't have a boyfriend. I don't want one until I meet somebody that is not surrounded by hookup culture because I just can't.
Absolutely.
I just feel like that's, like, a very good note to end on because I think so too. I think I really want to touch on that next week because I just like it's not for like to each their own, not for me, but
right. And one more thing before we do end about this topic. Sorry, we're really reeling today. But it's like I feel like the hookup thing, right? It's like I feel like for me, like sometimes I'll go into something like that, like hoping that something will come out of it, but then it's like why would they commit to me when I'm already giving them everything that they would have gotten in a relationship? And so there's like this blurred line of
there's also a point I want to get into next week about like why I'm not into it at all. Like I'll just get into it next week because like I'll be here for like an hour.
Next week is gonna be good.
Trinity knows my stance on like why I can't like it's just like a whole thing. But not like really whole thing. I'm just dramatic. But anyway, we'll get into that more next week. But we really missed you. That's why it's a 30-minute episode today.
We missed you guys so much. Yeah, we had to give you a little bit of extra content today since we did miss a week. I'm very sorry. I was half dying. But make sure to follow The Love Line on all social media for all the podcast updates. Instagram at The Love Line, Twitter at The Love Line Pod, TikTok at The Love Line. Also email us at The Love Line Podcast at gmail.com. Also follow me on Instagram, Trinity_Harris.
And follow me, Ariana_Perry. Ariana with 2 N's and Perry with an I, not a Y.
It has been real.
It has been real. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.